extra es diferente.
Vale, ya la quedado.
No, número de cuenta, ¿dónde está la caja fuerte?
¿Cómo no aprender de jiu-jitsu,
What in the hell is this? Straight up question, who would win Paddy the Baddy versus Ilia Topuria? 50-50. They just had a playoff. It was an interim championship, but consider that a semifinal. Because whoever wins that is going to draw into the championship match, of which in the bracket, Ilia Topuria is sitting there waiting. Paddy does not make it out of the semifinal. But the guy who does, Justin Gaethje, gets over on Ilia Topuria. And you could certainly say Justin got over on Ilia easier than he got over on Paddy just because of the finish. You might smear that back in my face, and I'm not even telling you that Paddy can't beat Ilia Topuria. I'm just telling you that 5 months ago, you didn't think he could beat Ilia Topuria. Not to mention, I would argue that in the second round, Ilia Topuria went on a run that was arguably one of the most impressive displays of martial arts skills that we've ever seen. Justin Gaethje won that fight. Justin Gaethje is the best fighter in the world. I'm not trying to take that back. Not at all. But what is it that you think that you saw? What is it that under-impressed you with Ilia?
For 6 weeks, Ilia Topuria stayed out of the spotlight, avoiding public appearances and keeping a low profile after his battle with Justin Gaethje. Now, the wait is finally over. El Matador has stepped back into the public eye, giving fans their first clear look at him since the fight. As he removed his sunglasses, many were surprised by what they saw. Despite the damage he suffered inside the octagon, Topuria appeared to have recovered far better than many had expected.
I shared the first ever selfie since he has come back from the Justin Gaethje fight, and not gonna lie, it's getting embarrassing at this point. I love my boy, don't get me wrong, but we're getting daily and weekly updates of his face. How bad a fighter has to get beaten for us to get daily and weekly updates of his face. This was one of the most embarrassing things I've ever had to deal with as a fan. However, getting daily to weekly updates of this guy. Oh, look, he looks healthy. He looks healthy. Okay, I get it. I was in with it too, but come on. I love that he's in good spirits. I love that Ilia Topuria is looking better and better.
Justin Gaethje has firmly dismissed the idea of an immediate rematch with Ilia Topuria. He made it clear that, in his view, Topuria has not yet earned another title opportunity. Instead, Gaethje believes Arman Tsarukyan is the most deserving challenger, while also pointing to Charles Oliveira and Max Holloway as contenders ahead of Topuria in the queue. His reasoning is simple. He believes his victory was decisive, not the result of a lucky punch or a quick finish. According to Gaethje, he systematically wore Topuria down over the course of the fight, making an immediate rematch difficult to justify until Topuria earns another win.
Asking for a rematch at the end of... He's been saying
have maybe, but his mouth is not saying that.
Maybe, and okay, so maybe they say they wanted a rematch at the end of the year, maybe December. Could we be confident about the Justin Gaethje rematch versus Ilia in December?
No. No.
You're not coming back at the end of the year?
He's not fighting me next. He's not fighting me next. Why would he fight me next? Arman deserves it way more than him. And then a couple fights are gonna happen between now and then. I didn't knock him out. I didn't get lucky. I beat him up. He's gonna have to get a win before he fights for the championship. He might go back to 145. We don't know what Ilia's doing. Are you his manager? You work for Ilia?
No, I'm not.
Yeah, obviously. You think he should fight me next? Over everybody else, over Oliveira,
I don't know,
over Holloway, over Tsarukyan?
I think there's a lot of people in the lightweight division.
Yeah, so you think he should be the one?
No, I just wanted your reaction because he said he wanted a rematch.
A hard time. No. He didn't say he wanted a rematch. If I hear him say it, use his mouth and say, I want to.
Another matchup that continues to generate massive interest is Ilia Topuria versus Paddy Pimblett. Their rivalry dates back to 2022, when Topuria confronted Pimblett over social media posts he considered offensive, igniting a feud that has only intensified over the years. Since then, the bad blood between them has remained one of the UFC's most personal rivalries. Pimblett, now 31, has experienced a turbulent stretch in his career, suffering his first UFC defeat before bouncing back in emphatic fashion with a rapid submission victory over Benoit St. Denis. With both fighters looking to re-establish themselves at the top of the lightweight division and years of genuine hostility already fueling the storyline, it's a matchup many believe sells itself.
Why do you dislike him so much?
Because he's fake. He's so fake, lad. Everything's just orchestrated. seen him behind the scenes, lad. He's the fakest person.
Oh, you've seen him behind the scenes, and he's not that Ilia Topuria?
Fake, lad. He's an actor.
That's so funny. So you found a lot of joy in that?
Yeah, oh yeah. I celebrated watching Justin win. You know what I mean?
Zhanuzakov made an impressive UFC debut at Fight Night 282 before immediately calling out Ilia Topuria during his post-fight interview with Daniel Cormier, making it clear he wants a showdown with one of the division's biggest stars.
Topuria, привет!
Hey, Ilia Topuria!
Я должен был оправдать эти надежды, потому что было много сказано со стороны моего оппонента. Он говорил, что он с команды Gage, Topuria, а они не знают, что мы с команды Хаиба Нурмагомедов, школа Абдулманапа Нурмагомедов. Разницы нету, с кем драться, любого жду.
Hey, I just wanted to make sure that I come out here and do my work because he was saying a lot of things before the fight. He was saying that he was from the team of Ilia Topuria. Well, guess what? I'm from the team of Nurmagomedovs. I come from the school of Abdulmanap Nurmagomedov. We do not care who we fight. We'll take everyone on.
Following his victory, Zhanuzakov noted that his opponent had previously trained with Ilia Topuria before Topuria's title loss. Speaking through an interpreter, he emphasized that he comes from the renowned Abdulmanap Nurmagomedov coaching system and made it clear that his team is ready to face anyone. Demetrius Mighty Mouse Johnson also praised Zhanakov's debut, expressing enthusiasm about a potential matchup with Topuria. Johnson believes the fight is more realistic than many fans think, especially with both the lightweight and featherweight divisions offering several intriguing opportunities.
That's a beautiful fight. A beautiful fight. I would love... You know, it's kind of interesting where, you know, you have Ilia Topuria. He just lost to Justin Gaethje. And there's a lot of great matchups in 155 and 145 for Ilia Topuria. And I would love to see this matchup between Jonko versus...
Another major question surrounding Justin Gaethje's future is whether he will continue fighting at all. While reports citing comments from his mother have fueled speculation that he may be nearing retirement, Gaethje himself has remained publicly silent. UFC legend Georges St-Pierre believes this could be the perfect time for Gaethje to step away, prioritizing his health after reaching the pinnacle of the sport. The only exception GSP sees is a blockbuster showdown with Conor McGregor, suggesting Gaethje could take an extended break, stay in shape, and return only if the opportunity for a massive, career-defining payday presents itself.
If I would be Justin Gaethje, I think you might not like my answer, but I would maybe retire now. What else that he wants to accomplish? What could be bigger than this? What he just did at the White House and everything. And there's one thing that could make me come back. Conor McGregor. Maybe in a year and a half, Conor might come back and he's a big star. And, you know, he's not going to be on top of his game. He's going to be, you know, like older. And Justin, you know, at some point, he's going to be, you know, we all have a prime age. You know, he's getting older a little.
Georges St-Pierre also weighed in on Islam Makhachev's matchup with Ian Garry, describing Makhachev as a stylistic nightmare and one of the best fighters in the world. At the same time, GSP acknowledged that Garry's size, striking ability, and developing grappling give him a legitimate path to success, especially if he can keep the fight standing and make full use of his reach advantage.
Someone gave you $10,000 right now to bet on that fight. Where are you putting it?
I think the odds, because of the style, favors Makhachev probably. You know, stylistically, he's a freaking nightmare to fight for anyone. He's, I think, right now the best pound for pound on the planet. But Ian Garry definitely has all the chance also on his side to do it. He's a very good striker. He's very long. He's great grappling, a great grappler as well. But he need, I think, to find a way to keep the fight standing, you know, like, and to use his style to
Despite growing doubts after the loss, Chael Sonnen believes Ilia Topuria remains one of the most dangerous fighters in MMA and says many fans are underestimating what he showed even in defeat.
Pockets that can't see a target that tells his brother, send me in. That's what I saw. And I also saw that the number one thing that costs anybody in this sport is fatigue. And Ilia had been out for a year, not to mention lost his gym. I mean, these things matter, right? These things just make sense. Not to mention, I would argue that in the second round, Ilia Topuria went on a run that was arguably one of the most impressive displays of martial arts skills that we've ever seen. I do not exaggerate. Sean O'Malley says, and is right, if you rewatch that fight, that if Ilia Topuria, when he put Justin down with those body shots, would have Mark hunted it, would have turned and walked away, because of the paralyzation that body shots cause, Justin would not have been able to move. He was paralyzed trying to get his faculties back. And the only reason he recaptured them is because Ilia chose to chase him to the ground as opposed to do the walk-off. Now, I get the games aren't played this way and you don't get to just run it back. Justin Gaethje won that fight. Justin Gaethje is the best fighter in the world. I'm not trying to take that back. Not at all. But what is it that you think that you saw? What is it that under-impressed you with Ilia? I mean, one of the reasons that I'm so blown away by Justin Gaethje is because of how damn tough Ilia looked, and he beat him.
Chael Sonnen believes many fans have drawn the wrong conclusions from Ilia Topuria's loss. In his view, the fight didn't reveal anything new about Justin Gaethje's abilities. Everyone already knew he was capable of beating anyone. What impressed Sonnen most was Topuria's toughness, as he continued fighting through adversity instead of looking for a way out. According to Sonnen, that resilience is what fans should be talking about, rather than questioning whether Topuria is still one of the sport's most dangerous fighters.
Look good, there's no bump here for Gaethje. Like, you're not complimenting Gaethje. You want to compliment Gaethje? Make sure you compliment what Ilia Topuria did with 2 busted eyes. Okay. Meanwhile, on the other side of the tracks, you have Paddy the Baddy, who is undeniably great. There is nothing about him that does not show an absolute potential that he could be champion of the world. I don't disagree. But you have a fight that never took place. It never took place. The record books have it right. The lines have it right. The sports book played out. I don't dispute this. Who's a better fighter between Paddy the Baddy and Benoit Saint-Denis? I don't know.
What do you think about the latest developments? Share your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more MMA news, fight breakdowns, and updates.